My name is Epps and I identify as Native, Black, and gay.
My name is Justin Smith. I am a Native American male. I'm politically moderate. I'm religiously Roman Catholic.
My name is Victor Yax and I identify as male.
A lot of celebrities or pop culture didn't really affect me as much. I think that the people that I did look up to were my own family. I mean, the people who were in my community. And a lot of them, actually all of them, were heterosexual. All of my uncles, I was raised by a heterosexual family. And so I think that it kind of just seeing that example showed me that being heterosexual was the only way. I was always reading. My parents had bought me a Kindle when I was really young, I think when they first came out, and that thing is my prized possession. I just love to read. And I was on debate team and I ran, but I mean those were all considered, they weren't feminine, but they just weren't the most masculine things. I just didn't really identify in a masculine identity. I have two male cousins and one is no longer with us, but the other one, I remember just growing up, there was a lot of things that he was into that I just could not care about. I didn't care about running around yelling boobies when we were 12 or joking about girls and pulling their hair. That was never my thing. Big sports, football, basketball, I love to watch, but you would never catch me playing in them. It seemed like he was really praised much more than I was because he really fit that role that a lot of our uncles, my dad, honestly played into. So I think that from an early age I didn't really feel affirmed in how I was within my family. And that has taken some time for me to talk through with them.
In high school, especially senior year, I started struggling with my faith. Really struggling. And I was ready to leave the church. I was praying about it, I was talking to people, I was doing everything I knew to do, and I just wasn't getting the answers that I wanted. I feel like there are a lot of expectations around males in the Christian faith. I think that comes from the fact that our religion has been a patriarchal religion for a really long time. And so I feel like the Christian faith, maybe not so much the faith, but the people, especially where I'm from in the South, have a particular checklist of qualities that a Christian male should have. And I feel like it's if you don't have this part, well then you're not Christian and you're not living in the fullness of your masculinity. But personally, I feel like it's not really a checklist. I feel like it's a lot more than people reduce it down to.
In the world of dance, depending on the type of dancing that you do, there's always the expectation, at least for men, to be graceful and to be strong and masculine all at the same time. My dad is actually a dancer, and he immigrated here from Guatemala, and he's lived here ever since, and he ended up getting his citizenship a couple years back. Coming from a Latino household, the man was always seen as the strong figure in the house. He was the patriarch, he did everything. He was the one that you went to for advice. He knew everything and anything. And my dad told me, don't do anything that's too flamboyant just because of what you might hear other people say. And if I ever did something flamboyant, he would, I guess, feel judged sometimes, and sometimes he wouldn't even introduce me to some of his friends. So my relationship with my father is more or less just don't cross a certain boundary. Always lay low and he always told me, do what makes you happy, but just know that what makes you happy may cause someone to hate you.